One of the best things that knowledgeable hockey parents can do is straighten out some of the ill-informed parents when they start to complain.
Why not play more games and have less practices?
Well, Charlie, if somebody wants to improve, they have to practice. That's true in everything we do.
He's right, but Charlie isn't finished.
If they have to practice, why not scrimmage? It's no fun watching drills.
And Charlie, these practices aren't run to entertain the parents. Actually, this is a good coach. The kids enjoy these drills, and they're learning and improving all the time. That's what it's all about.
Some disruptive parents critically question the coach's choice of drills.
Why has he got them doing that stupid drill again? He should be making them work harder. All they're doing right now is having fun.
Well, what's wrong with having fun?
Right on. It should be the overriding purpose of all hockey programs. Fun. Too bad that some people need to be reminded of that every so often. Thank goodness every once in a while some parents come along and put things in perspective.
You're right, Alan. Thanks, Jim.
No problem.
Thanks. Well, I played the game for years. What it really taught me was the importance of team play and working together.
Yeah, and it taught me about discipline and setting goals. But I think most importantly, it taught me about keeping control of my emotions under pressure.
Notice they weren't talking about skating and shooting. They realized that even if their child isn't too skilled a player, hockey can be a most worthwhile growth experience. Too bad some moms and dads can't relax before the game and just let their son or daughter enjoy the camaraderie of that special place, the dressing room.
You gotta skate hard all the time. You gotta be the first to the puck. You gotta shoot every chance you get. If you fall down, you gotta get up right away.
Hey, Todd, what are you doing after the game?
Oh, I think I have to do some homework or something.
Dad, lighten up. Let your son or daughter enjoy the moment. Don't get either of them or yourself uptight. But parents should worry about some things, such as reducing their child's risk of being hurt.
Todd, is that the helmet that your mother bought you?
Yeah.
You're a little big.
Let's go now. Have a good game. Play hard, but let's get those guys. Come on, play your hard. Have fun out there.
Remember, have a good time. Linda, I noticed that Todd's helmet's too large. Aren't you afraid of him getting hurt? What do you mean? It's only a couple of years old. It looks okay to me. And I saved a lot of money buying second-hand equipment. Well, buying good used equipment's a smart idea, especially when the kids are growing so fast. But a proper fit's important, too. And you know, a helmet that's too big can cause just as much injury as no helmet at all.
Smart hockey parents make sure that their youngsters have proper fitting equipment. It's no fun seeing your child get hurt, especially if you could have prevented it. Now here's a dad who thinks he's helping his kid with some added motivation. Unknowingly, he's setting his son up for problems.
Remember, $2 a goal and $1 an assist.
Can you believe it? He's putting a price tag on individual performance.
You know, Jim, that's not necessarily a good thing to do.
Why not? Just trying to give Steven some extra incentive.
Because he's hogging the puck. His teammates are getting upset with him. You don't want to be called a puck hog now, do you?
Remember, hockey is a team game. Why throw temptation in their way? And coaches, being human, don't take kindly to this type of parental interference.
Great game out there today, guys. You really played well.
Tom, it seems to me that our boys can't handle that team's forechecking. I hope you're going to work on the breakout in the next practice.
I wish he wouldn't always second-guess the coach, and especially in front of all the parents and players. Way to go, Tom. The boys had fun today, even if they didn't come out on top. It was a great effort. They played really well.
Thanks, Alan.
Not very diplomatic, Dad, even if you were offering good advice. Hockey parents who undermine the coach don't do themselves or their child any favors. Here's another type of parental behavior that is absolutely devastating.
Come on, Brian, hurry up. The problem with you don't concentrate. If you did, you could have stopped at least 3 or 4 goals out there today.
But, Dad, I was trying my hardest.
I wonder if he actually thinks he's helping his son by yelling at him and putting him down like that.
No matter what happens on the ice, children need your support. Always be positive about their efforts. Then there's Mr. Macho, who wants to see the youngsters hammer each other.
That was no penalty when Steven hit their number 16 at the end of the first period. It's a contact sport. He hardly touched him.
Jim, he hit him from behind. He went head first into the boards.
So what? He should keep his head up.
Okay, Mr. Tough Guy, don't you know that serious neck injuries come from being hit from behind going head first into the boards? It's like diving into shallow water and hitting your head in the bottom. It can be very serious. Everybody in the game is trying to stop that kind of hitting, particularly along the boards. You wouldn't want Steven to get hurt like that, would you?
Yeah. I see what you mean.
One important way hockey parents try to keep the game fun for their kids is by helping them to avoid injuries by making sure they are properly equipped and instilling a sense of fair play. Risk management, the elimination of risks to reduce injuries, is also a parental responsibility, along with the coaches, referees, and everybody else associated with the hockey program. Giving young boys and girls the right start in hockey is very important. They'll get greater enjoyment and stay in the game. But some ill-informed parents who don't understand the value of a beginner's or initiation program can be a very negative influence.
Hey, who needs this beginner's program anyway? Let my kid play hockey.
Well, Michael, you wouldn't expect Nicole to play in an orchestra after only a few lessons, would you?
Of course not.
Well, giving her a pair of skates and a stick doesn't mean she's ready to be on a hockey team.
True.
Have patience, folks. It's a virtue. Let your sons and daughters develop their balance and their confidence before expecting them to play the game. A pushy parent who expects his child to be able to play the game right away can affect his child's enjoyment of the game for life.
I never did this stuff when I was a kid. Why are they just playing the game?
Because they aren't ready. Some of them can hardly stand up. In fact, playing a game might throw them off, especially if they can't live up to your expectations.
Sure? Yeah! Where'd the stick belong? You ready? Yeah! Let's go! Well, if it's this easy, I'll get on the ice with the rest of those parents and have some fun too.
That's not as simple as it looks, Michael. All of those parents have had at least 8 hours of instruction. Now, if you're interested in becoming involved, I'd be happy to sign you up.
You mean I can't go on the ice without taking the instructor's course?
That's right. You wouldn't sign your daughter up for a swimming program with unqualified instructors, would you?
No.
Good boys, good boys.
Funny how some parents don't appreciate the time and effort made by the dedicated volunteers in minor hockey. With good instructors and practice time, it's amazing how quickly youngsters develop their skills and enjoy the experience.
Lean on that inside skate. Good work, Stevie. Go. And Michael.
And funny how some parents don't do everything possible to make it a good experience for their own kids.
Hi, John. How you doing?
Good, thanks.
Notice Peter's having trouble with his skating?
No, what do you mean?
Most of the skates, they're much too big for him. So he doesn't get the nice firm support that he should have in a skate. And those big skates are just too awkward to skate with.
Buying oversized skates with the idea that they'll last a few years as your child grows is false economy. If your child can't keep up with his peers and he's not having fun, he may quit before the next season arrives. And remember, there is a next year. There's lots to learn. Don't expect your son or daughter to develop skills overnight.
Geez, I wish Nicole would learn to cross over. She's still gliding in her turns. And she can only turn in one direction.
Sure, dear. And you expected her to walk when she was just 3 months old.
Michael, I think you're expecting too much. How long have you been playing golf?
I've been playing forever and I still can't break 100. You're right. I'm still having a lot of fun trying, too.
Well, that's what it's all about, learning and having fun.
Unfortunately, the misguided hockey parents portrayed in this video are in the minority. The majority realize that it's only a game played for fun. They also understand that it takes a lot of time and effort to conduct minor hockey programs, and they help the volunteer organizers and coaches. As we said at the start, hockey parenting is fun, but keep your eye out for these people. Don't let them spoil it for you or your child. Remember, kids play the game to have fun. As parents, our role is to keep the game in perspective.